Hello everybody, today I'm here with the final set of levels for this update in Dr. Mario World. All of them once again weren't too bad, and there were some fun ones and some pretty crazy ones, so we'll get into it. But this first one here just has red viruses and yellow bombs. I would suggest just going for the yellow bombs. You do not have to kill all the viruses either. You're just getting the purple coins, and you do have to hit all the viruses at least twice to get the ice taken off of them. So one hit with the bomb surrounding them, one hit with some reds, and you'll have plenty of reds to do that, so it shouldn't be too bad. And I would suggest just hitting all of the yellow bombs in that kind of T form until you get all of the purple coins in that area, and then the caged ones open up. And then you're going to want to go straight for those final yellow bombs. And again, destroying all of those, getting all the ice surrounding the purple coins, and then hitting all the red viruses just a couple of times. And that's all you need to do. And you're probably going to also want to save as many capsules as you can in this process in hopes that you get 3 stars. In my case, I'm pretty sure I brought in the red and yellow point boosting assistant, so I'm already at 3 stars where I'm at, so I just need to clear the stage at this point. And all I have to do is hit this final bomb here. Oh, and hit those viruses as well. So blowing that up finishes the stage right there. Alternatively, if you need points, you can destroy some of those viruses as well. But in the end, I think having more capsules is ultimately going to get you more points than any viruses will. And that level went pretty well, and this next level is going to go pretty well also. This was my first try. I don't even really remember this level, if I'm being honest. Wait, what? I feel like I lost on my first try. Maybe I messed this up. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, we just start working our way through. Some stuff lines up really nicely, so I would suggest trying to destroy them while they're lined up, and some floating viruses may help you in that process. Like these blues could be lined up nicely, but there's a crate in the way, and there's nothing allowing you to place a capsule on top of that, so we will have to get back to this side. Or like, we need to destroy this side regardless, because otherwise we're going to get a game over, so we end up working on that. And then I mess up these reds and almost get a game over, but I bring this out here. I do remember this stage now and almost failing, but I'm pretty confident I actually won, because I remember that happening pretty clearly. And we've just got a whole load of capsules sitting here waiting to be used, which, I mean, eventually I will get to using them. And we start working on these floating viruses as well. We're also going to have to hit these crates so we can get these viruses out of the way, these capsules out of the way, so we don't get a game over or something. And then the crates out of the way so they don't cause a game over either. And just continually hitting the floating viruses as you go. I line these up in just a second here. There we are. And now we got rid of all the crates as well, so that's no longer a worry. That red one lines up so we can destroy those together. Then this red one goes here, and we can use that to get some hits in on these barrels. And there we are. Then I believe I hit this blue bomb at the bottom. And then just working on the rest of everything here. Going for the red. Yeah, and at this point it's just me kind of destroying things. Everything's lined up really nice. So just working our way down. We only have 6... actually, these are all the viruses. The ending just comes and there's nothing new. So all you gotta do is destroy the final viruses you've already been working on. Yeah, I remember just being like, oh, that's it, huh? And yeah, I ended up with 10 capsules remaining, so pretty great, all things considered. And the floating viruses kept lining up really nicely, so that probably has a lot to do with just how many capsules I had remaining at the end there. This one is the one that gave me the only trouble in all the stages. Every other one I beat on my first try, so I think that says a lot about everything here. But yeah, this one can be pretty tough. I like to start out just by destroying all these crates right away. And if you get a double red, it's pretty great to put in that spot right there and destroy the virus at the same time. And then once we destroy this red one here, we're going to have everything destroyed at the moment, and then we just keep working our way down. And make sure the stage scrolls before you destroy stuff. I mess up right there with that blue one. But that's not too big of a deal. I start working my way through that section right there because I already know what's coming in this stage. There's also some strategies you can do to make it a little bit quicker, like for example getting a red right in there. I feel like that helps out pretty greatly, so I would try to do that if you could. Sometimes it's blue, I believe, so just make sure you know which color it is before going through. Maybe play it safe and just bring a rainbow capsule to that section. And then colored crates are going to start getting implemented, so make sure you are doing well with that stuff. I was planning on this one being a red colored crate because that's what it had always been, and this time it ended up being blue, so I had to go back in with another blue capsule here in just a second. Make sure to continually destroy blocks and crates so that keys can fall down, and nothing's going to cause you to get a game over or anything. It's really important to get the keys to continue to fall so that you aren't getting a game over or anything. Like destroying that bubble, for example. And there are a few extra capsule pieces that I believe start off at 10, so if you can get all 10, you're gonna be pretty well. What am I even trying to say? You'll do pretty well. That's the simplest way to say what I was trying to say. It's gonna be more complex, but I couldn't think of what I was trying to say. And we got a good amount of points, or extra capsules from those two things there, but I mean, I could have gotten more, just a few more, to play it safe, but as we already know, I end up beating the stage just fine, so I don't remember. I think I bring in this double blue to the colored crate right there and destroy those, then I can get rid of those two red ones. I have no idea of how far the stage scrolls after this. Maybe I didn't need to do that, but better to play it safe, I suppose. I think it does scroll past that point. Although we are running low on keys, which ultimately means that we're getting close to the end of the stage as well. And then a lot of these colored crates are lining up really nice. I don't think that always happens. Like all those reds there are going to be pretty easy to clear with just a couple of red capsules. And then I managed to get all those reds at the same time. I think we're pretty close to the end of the stage here. Like there may be just a few more scrolls. Because there needs to be at least 4 more scrolls because we know there's at least 4 doors underneath those keys there. So if we see a door, this may be, yeah, we may be very close to the end. And then I start working on this right side as well. I don't want to forget about that. I don't remember exactly how I clear this stuff here. I do that. And then I can hit one of those colored crates from the top and one from the bottom. As you can see here. We still got a pretty large amount of capsules as well. So we're going pretty good. We got a lot of points left in our to get 3 stars, so that's a little worrying. But I believe the stage is just about done scrolling, so we're getting pretty close. And yeah, we're going to need a few capsules left to try and get those 3 stars. Here's another extra capsule piece. This one just 5 instead of 10. Again, if you can get a good amount from that, that's really going to help you out. I think I get it on 3. I wasn't even planning on going for it, if I'm being honest, but I ended up clearing stuff. Like I wasn't thinking that this was going to clear in any significant way, but when it cleared, both sides were left open, so I might as well destroy them like that, and then I can get all these blues. Again, the blues all lining up like this at the bottom, not something that always happens. The colors are random. The fact that I got them all to be blue is pretty great, and it just makes for a much easier clear here. And with those extra 3 capsules, I've got quite a few left, with only 1 virus remaining. You know, the only thing standing in between the key and the door was that virus, so we push it through, and then clearly we have enough to get 3 stars from this. I don't even bother waiting around to see it. Now this next stage is maybe one of the craziest stages we've seen so far. And you don't really realize what's happening when you go into it. Like, there's nowhere to tell how many points you're going to need or anything. I mean, I'm sure if you know the stage, I'm sure, if you're watching this video into this point. You destroy one thing and the bar doesn't even move, and you're like, oh, well. And I didn't really even notice it at first. And someone had said, maybe I should look, was it Uxu? Someone said the stage was like a sandbox level or something. It was crazy. Yeah, it was Uxu. And I didn't really, I forgot until this point, and then you see extra capsule pieces start spawning in, and then you can see the little piece of yellow in that 3-star bar, and then you realize what is coming. And this stage is probably going to take you a while. The goal is not really to complete it fast. It's not to beat it with as few capsules as possible. The goal is to beat it with a lot of capsules remaining. And I don't know how many capsules you need to have. I don't. And it's really hard to tell, because when I beat this on my first try. So if I would have been a little bit short, I would have known how many I should have just to be safe. But I could have been way over it. I could have been just barely enough. I seriously have no idea. It's really hard to tell unless you miss it. If you miss it, there's a good way to see how many you could have needed. But ultimately, you can play this level as long as you want, I would imagine. I wonder if there's a cap to how many capsules you can have. And that would maybe be fun to see, and this would definitely be the level to try that out on. Because if you just avoid destroying the purple coins, you can just go forever. You really can. And not only do you need to clear the purple coins, but you have to get rid of all the capsule pieces on screen at once. So if you want to just finish, just make sure there are some capsule pieces continuing to spawn in. I would just simply avoid the purple coins just to be safe, and just continually play stuff and get more to spawn in, and continue to get more capsules. I'm already at over 100 here. And at this point I wasn't sure how long I should go for. I'm kind of just going for stuff as it comes up, and then if they go near a purple coin, I'm destroying them. I'm working my way through the stage still. I think this may also be the biggest blue coin we've seen, which is also pretty funny. Just to see it looming in the back, I kind of forgot about it for a little while. So yeah, I just keep destroying stuff. We finally get to this last section of purple coins, and I'm still just like, well, I don't think this is enough capsules if I'm being honest, so I should probably just keep going for a while. It really doesn't matter who you bring into the stage, I don't think. Wario's probably your best bet still, just to give you those few extra capsules now and again. Actually, I would say Wario is almost definitely your best bet, or maybe even Nabbit or something, because you don't want to accidentally end the stage too early or something with some other characters who can just end the stage for you. You're in control when you bring in a character like Nabbit or Wario, is kind of what I'm trying to say. I forget, I don't think I looked at who the game suggested for this level. I would be curious to see who it suggested specifically. But yeah, I'm not quite ready to be done, so I'm just avoiding the purple coins at the moment. Plus there's not really much spawning near them anyways. But like I said, if something that's been spawning near it, I have been going for it. I'm not really avoiding ending the stage entirely. Like, I'm not gonna not destroy something just because it goes near it. And here I'm like, okay, I guess we'll end it, and then I realize, oh yeah, I still have to get that blue coin there. So I let those two time out. And then all these yellows line up really nicely. gets me all the way to 244, and with this last one, I will end it. End it with exactly 250, and again, that was enough. You can see just the crazy amount of points I got. Almost 500,000 from capsules itself. I ended with 550, and that was enough. But I don't know, like, is 550 the cutoff? It could be. Is 300,000 the cutoff? It could be. I seriously don't know. But I mean, if you're trying to gauge it by how far the bar was, I was at like 50,000 on my own, and the bar was not even to 1 star. So it's kind of weird. I feel like I just barely got it. Like, I feel like 250 could possibly be the cutoff for viruses. And we have another stage like this, which we had during the skill summit. And I really like stages like this, actually, where it's kind of a puzzle. You're trying to figure out when you should destroy these cannons, and they allow you to mess up. I messed up like a bunch. But with like Wario, you're getting extra capsules and stuff, so you're allowed to mess up every now and again. These beginning stages are just destroy it right away, and sometimes it's also choosing the right cannon. This one was the first one I messed up on. I destroyed it at the wrong interval. I kind of just thought you needed to hit whichever one you felt like, but clearly that's not the case, because I had to destroy these all on my own. Like, I wasted a few capsules on this one. Like, we're down to 7 at the moment. This one I figure out, sort of accidentally, if I'm being honest. You want the 2 on the sides of it to be aiming towards the middle, seemingly. And I was trying to place it here, but I missed it, and I didn't want to have to scroll all the way through it again, so I just end up bringing down a new one. Figure it'll do the same thing, and like I said, I figured that one out, so it worked out. This one I think I messed up a little bit. I can't remember though. Yeah, we messed that one up actually pretty bad, I would say. You want them to be aiming like that, the way I just cleared it, not the previous way. And this one I think I didn't get it exactly right either. I also kind of did some weird strategies with it, and I just don't think it was all that of a good idea. But basically I destroyed it like this, and then moved it so that the greens would move, but that wasn't really what it was going for. Anyways, I was also trying to get that cannon to face downwards, and it just wasn't the way it was oriented. So we destroy it like that, and then this final one just requires you to have any capsules. I could have done it with just that one. I wasn't realizing what was happening, honestly. But we just barely got enough points, I think, to 3-star it. So, just ended up working as my first try, I guess. But I definitely could have done better if I'd put more thought into it, I guess. Anyways, the stage is complete. What's interesting is the world does not actually spawn any creatures in, it's just crystals. And then like a huge surprise comes in. For the first time in 30 worlds, we get a line of dialogue towards the story of this game. Just out of nowhere. So apparently that's the part of the stage is going to be where the viruses are coming from. I assume we're going to stop the viruses. So maybe there's some more story in the end of this. I don't know. But that is funny that they're actually going with the story for the end of this. So I'm curious how it's going to end. Anyways, that was that set of levels. We've got one more area, possibly some new events soon too. I'm not sure, but I will be there for whatever comes next. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye.